You guys ever have those days where you are just feeling it? Like you can do nothing wrong. Everything you do is going to plan. That was the day that I was having during this race. So what's up everybody? This is Rodak here with Rodak Survival, and I got another video for you guys today. And this is probably my best race in a pro race. So what I'm talking about is the SIRL pro race this past weekend. Now, if you guys have been around the channel, you know that I show you my qualifying lap, I show you the heat race, and I show you the main event. Well, today I'm only gonna show you guys the qualifying lap and the main event because I was an idiot and the race started and I forgot to hit record on the heat race. But before I tell you guys how that heat race goes and we jump into that main event, let's go ahead and start with my fastest lap in qualifying and let's see what we got. So there is my fastest qualifying lap with a 54.4. Now the reason I was so excited about this is because obviously the track drops a little bit before the race starts, and I was riding with some of the DWR guys and the fastest I could get was a 55.5. So I ran 1.1 seconds faster in the qualifying session, and that actually usually happens to me, but not to that extent. So that actually put me in 8th in my group and 10th overall out of all the groups. So my best qualifying to date, a top 10 qualifying. And like I said, unfortunately, I missed the heat race, but I actually come in the heat race. I come through in 5th place, which is my best heat race finish ever. My best heat race finish before that was 8th, so barely making it in, barely squeaking it in each main event. But we made it this week. We got a top 5 in the heat race. Now it's time to get onto that main event. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling feisty. I'm feeling super racy. Let's get into it. So here we are in the main event, full gate, 22 riders. You know what the deal is. We got to get off to a good start. I am on the outside gate, but I saw how the starts went in that heat race. I think I got a plan. Let's get it. So I check up right here, I go to the outside, let everybody go because I knew that was gonna happen right there. I'm like, hell yeah, off to a good start, and I get hit from behind and I go over the bars. We are already starting off not great, but it's a long race, 20-minute main event, let's get it. Now Chase is gonna make a mistake right here and I fall into the back of him and I go down again. That is 2 crashes on the first lap. Not what we wanted. We gotta get it together. Now this happens, and it's just so unfortunate. It's just, we were sitting in 14th, which would have already been my best SIRL finish. I think my best finish in SIRL is 16th in a main event, so I just want to do better than that. But then I make this dumb mistake in my front tucks, and I lock up the front brakes, and I'm like 4 crashes within a lap. This is not how you get it done. I'm just gonna let this guy go right here because I don't want to crash anybody. But we are in the back, and it's not looking good at the moment, but then a whole pack of guys goes down right there. I'm able to hit the triple from the inside, and I'm like, all right, we can still make this up. We just need to get it together. And then this guy's gonna run into me, get cut off by another guy. It's chaos in these first couple of laps. We just gotta try to find a flow and get through there. Make another dumb mistake right there, and I go down again. We're gonna just lose positions like crazy. This is a pro race. These are some fast guys, so it's like you go down one time, you're gonna lose a couple positions, and that's just what it is. So we're back in like 18th at the moment. It is not looking good right now. It's looking like a typical main event for me where I qualify good, my heat race goes good, and then the main event is just terrible. Make another mistake right there. I'm all jittery, and I think it's because I get in my own head. I got to get better at this, but it's just like, I'm excited to be in the main event. I just want to get to the front. I just want to battle, and I just end up making mistakes and just don't ride my race. But it's, we're not done yet. This guy tries to cut me off. I swoop down back inside. Then he's going to come over on me in the whoops. And I think he's going to block past me for sure. So I try to hit the brakes, go over the berm, and we're back in the back even more. We're losing more positions, and I'm just like, man, this is just going from bad to worse. I need to get out of my head, stop the train from going, and then we do this. We run into the back of this guy. Now we're stuck, and we are basically in dead last. And right here is where I decide, like, all right, I need to learn how to get in this mode more often, but when I'm in the back like this, there's like that nothing to lose mentality. I'm already back here, so might as well just ride it out. And just whatever happens, happens. So I need to learn how to get into this mentality earlier in the races, or just start the race with this mentality, but you're gonna start to see me turn it around here in just a second. So we're gonna pass 3 guys right there. That is gonna put us from 20th, and I believe I was dead last as far as track position goes, but with people's cuts, it showed me in 20th, but that's gonna put us in 17th. Guy goes down right there in the whoops. That's going to give us another position. Someone goes down on the straightaway right there. That's going to give us another position. I don't know why I decided to go for that triple right there, but I saw positions and just got excited. That guy's gonna go down right there. That's gonna give us another spot, and we got a couple guys still in front of us. A top 10 is in the books if we keep this going. Another guy goes down right there. That did mess me up a little bit, but we're just going to keep it safe. We're not going to go for the triples. We're just going to go double through. The whole point of this is just stay off the ground. I know people are going to go down around me. Just make the smart decisions. Don't go for stupid rhythms when you know you don't have it, and just try to stay up. You can tell that that's not a pass that I would usually make, but I was done. I was mad from everything that happened in the beginning of the race, and I need to get in that mindset more where it's just like, you know what, sometimes takeouts happen and stuff like that. I didn't take them out, but I definitely went for the block pass. I need to learn to be more aggressive like that more often. Now, I don't know if you guys realize, because at this point in the race, I didn't even realize what place I was in, but I am in the top 10. I am in 9th place, and I was like, holy crap, I'm actually making a charge. Just 5-6 laps of just trying to stay off the ground and just be consistent, and now we're in the top 10, and we got somebody else right in front of us. He's gonna loop it out. That is going to put us in 8th place. And I'm like, I am having the ride of my life. Now here comes the leader chase. So I just be a good lapper. I had to come all the way to the right side, just let him go. But my whole goal was, I'm like, all right, let me just try to latch onto him, not take him out or get too close to him, but just try to latch on as best as I can. And then I make this mistake. I try to go for the triple. I shouldn't have went for it, but I got a little too antsy. Gonna make some mistakes right there, but we're still up, we're still alive. We got somebody right on us again. We just gotta try to make it work. 2nd place is gonna go by us. Don't wanna deter his race, but yeah, just kind of try to keep pushing, try to stay with these front guys, maybe catch some of the group in front of us. Then I try to do the triple again, trying to stay with him, and it's gonna mess me up. But then I go into neutral right here. This dude's gonna run into me, and I feel bad about that. I am so sorry, man. I know that was a position, and he was trying to pass me. Wasn't me being a bad lapper. That was not someone lapping me. That was the position behind me, but it's unfortunate. I hit neutral on accident. My bad, man. Now here is where things start to fall apart here in just a second. This was very frustrating. You guys will just see. So here I am coming up to a lapper. He's the guy in the blue bike, but I see a position in front of me in the white bike, so I'm just focused on him. Lapper makes a mistake right here, comes down into me. We make a mistake. I'm like, all right, he's gonna let me by surely, right? He loops it out and his bike comes right into me. My bike just will not stop flipping. It gets me up and then I get passed right there, but then he's gonna pass me back. I'm like, all right, dude, you're gonna pull over, right? You're just gonna let me go, right? And I'm just like, he lets me go right there. And I'm like, okay, that's understandable. I feel like he should have got out of the way earlier than that in the whoop section and stuff and take the inside because that's what I would have done. But then that just ruined my whole flow. I hit this rut weird. I come out of the Dragon's Back weird. It's gonna shoot me off the side of the track and I'm gonna go down. And it's just one of those things where I blame the lapper a little bit, but I also blame myself for not being able to get back into the zone. I'm actually gonna get passed for position right there. He takes someone else out right there. So I'm like, and then he's cut the track to get back onto me. And I'm like, man, just let me get away from you. And this is one of those things though where I do also blame myself because I was in a flow. That whole sequence of events that happens totally ruined it for me and threw me out of the flow because I was catching people when I was in 8th and I was like, maybe I can get a top 7 in this race. But then that happened and yeah, I was trying to keep it together for the rest of this race and you guys are gonna see what happens. So then I get a weird kick coming out of the rut again and it messes me all up for the Dragon's Back and I go down in the same place again and I don't want to cut the track. So I roll here, double here, and then I'm going to get hit right there. But then he passes me again and he's battling with us. It's like, bro, these are me and this guy. We just passed him again, but the guy in front of me is a position. Like, why are you battling with people that are up ahead? Like, you saw me when Chase went by. I gave Chase a ton of bike links and there he is again. I'm like, bro, you are not in the race. Like, get the hell away from us. And then this guy's gonna come and cut me off and I go down before the whoop section and I let Chase by again. But it's just like, I understand keeping up if you're trying to be a lapper and I go down again, trying to get back on the track. There he is hitting people again. It's like, I blame myself for putting myself in that position a little bit, but also that is terrible lapper etiquette. Because like I said, I gave Chase the lead earlier and I stayed behind him for as long as I could, but I always give like a couple bike links, but it was like this dude was like right on us where anything could happen if he runs into us. And it's just like, that is just not good lapper etiquette. So I was very pissed off at this point. And it's like right here, he's like battling and I think he's gonna come to the inside. So I thought he was gonna drift out. So I hit the tough blocks and I go down again for a third time and then I get hit and it's just like, oh my gosh, like I said, I blame myself partly because I need to be able to keep myself under composure, but also I just think that was horrible lapper etiquette from that dude. Let me know if I'm wrong down in the comments. Like, let me know if I'm being, a little bit extra or whatnot, but it's just like, dude, why are you riding where, if we hit the brakes just a certain way that you don't, and you're just going to run into the back of us and ruin a race. Like, for me, if you're going to be a lapper and you get out of the way, yes, you can follow somebody, but keep a couple bike links between you guys. So I know I went on a whole rant and rave right there. We're coming down to the end of this race, and now I'm in 9th. I was going for a position to try to get into 7th. Now I'm all the way back here in 9th, and that is just very annoying and frustrating. And now I got him again in front of me, and I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to get around this guy? But good thing he just crashes himself. And thank God he crashed himself and got out of the way, because I was like, man, I kind of want to just take this guy out, but I also don't want to ruin my own race. Now, good lapper etiquette right here. I look back. You saw me looking back in that rhythm section. I see it's chase again. So what am I going to do? Look back, move completely over to the side, and give him his space. Like, you're not going to see me try to pass him again. I'm taking away from my own race because there's positions right in front of me. I'm taking away from my own race just because I want to give him he is lapping me. Give him the spot. And that is going to put me in 8th place because that was the last lap right there and I had been lapped. But 8th place is my best finish. I don't want to complain too much because I got a top 10 in a pro race. Now, granted, it's not an ARL pro race, so some people might think it's a pro as subjective, but that's how it is labeled, SIRL pro. We are coming through in 8th place, and that was a good race by me. I had some moments where I did get flustered there at the end, but I had a good comeback in the beginning because I was basically dead last and then came back to 8th place. So my best finish ever, my best finish for SIRL before this was 16th. Coming through in 8th place, we're getting a top 10. I am happy about that, but I am also a little, actually 9th place. What am I talking about? I came through in 9th place, not 8th place, because after cuts, I got 9th place. But yeah, I was just frustrated because I knew that I was capable of better, and I put myself into some bad situations. I could have had a top 7, but then the lapper issue, and I don't know. I don't want to yap and complain too much, but a top 10 is my first ever top 10 in SRL. I am excited about that. I see my progress in the game. That's why videos haven't been coming out either, because I've been so just wanting to be on the grind instead of trying to just get content for videos. But I don't know. I've been just so locked into trying to grind that I haven't been thinking about making videos. But I still am recording these races, and I got a couple other races for this week for you guys to see. But hope you guys enjoyed that. That was definitely my best finish ever in a pro race. Had a great comeback. Fell apart in the end, but we managed to be able to still get a top 10. So hope you guys are enjoying the progress. I still believe we have like 8 rounds left. I still believe we can make an ARL round. I'm going to keep grinding for it, and I promise you guys will be the first to know about it if I do. But if you liked the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.